Hello and welcome to Piece of Work, the show that takes all the shit bits of work and turns them into games. I'm Jodie, but you can call me Boss. Tonight we'll be testing our 3 comedians to see who has what it takes to do a good job and who will look like a nut job. Our winner will be remembered for the rest of time as the Employee of the Week. Let's meet tonight's contestants. Married to the job, it's Erika Ehler.
Hello.
Sleeping on the job, it's Toussaint Douglass.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me for this opportunity.
Don't quit your day job, it's Alex Franklin. Let's get down to business. In this show, we'll be playing games which will test how good of an employee you are. The winner of each game will receive points, and the player at the end of the show with the most points will be this week's Employee of the Week, which doesn't mean you'll get a pay rise, but it will look great on your CV. Are you ready for round 1?
Yeah.
Yes, boss.
Yippee.
Good enthusiasm. Okay, it's time for transferable skills. This round is called transferable skills. In this round, we'll be testing the player's job application skills, or lack of. As you can see, we have a wide range of props laid out on this conveniently placed prop table. The players are going to have to choose one prop and one secret attribute. These items will represent the skills on their CV. Then I will reveal a job and they'll be competing against each other to explain why their skills make them the best person to do the job. Pick your props and attributes. You have 10 seconds to choose. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, applicants, what have you chosen? Erika, what's your attribute?
Pessimistic.
Pessimistic, very nice. Toussaint, can you reveal your attribute? Evil laugh, very good. Alex, what's your attribute?
I'm paranoid.
Paranoid, I see. A wide selection of skills from our players. Time for our first job. I will award 1 point to the player who can convince me to hire them as a teacher at a boarding school. Erika, you're up first. Please come to the centre. Why do your skills make you a good teacher?
I think my skills make me a good teacher because I'm not going to bullshit these kids. I'm going to tell them like it is. The world's fucked. You have no future and no financial security in your with what's going on. You might as well give up now and do what I do, which is drink every morning. That's why we watch TV every day in the class. I think that's it. You know, I'm just I'm real.
Erika, what subjects would you teach, do you think?
Probably stoicism. The kids I teach, though, probably would be around 5 years old, so I don't know if they'd really grasp the concept. I think they're ready for it.
Oh, I think stoicism for 5-year-olds is a really strong offering. Well, thank you, Erika. You can go back. Thank you so much. Toussaint, please come forward and tell us, why would you make a good teacher?
I would make a good teacher at a boarding school because I have a very evil laugh. And that is very good for boarding schools because the kids that go there are very troubled. They would come to me saying, "Sir, I'm being bullied mercilessly by the other kids and they're making me do things I don't really like." And I'd go, "Ha, ha, 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 ha." I also have this book, which is a book about computing. And I wouldn't use it to teach. I would just throw it at them and laugh evilly. Because that's character building for kids at boarding schools. That's what their parents pay for. They pay 20 grand a year, not for education, but for character building. So then they can go on to become the leaders of our society and turn it into the ground.
No, that's true. I think that a boarding school probably would hire you to teach future leaders a lack of empathy. That was quite a good argument to be hired at a boarding school, actually, Toussaint.
Thank you, boss.
If I was a student missing my parents, what do you think you'd say to me? Nice. Thank you so much, Toussaint. I really enjoyed that. We'll be in touch about the job. Alex, we're ready for you.
Hello. Hi.
You come to the centre and tell us why you stand out against the other applicants.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna yell because otherwise I don't think you'll be able to hear me. Okay. What I'd say to the kids is I'd be like, listen up, kids. Life is dangerous. And you gotta take precautions at all times. They tell you everything's gonna be fine because you go to boarding school and you're rich. But even the rich can die from time and even diseases. I'm gonna teach the kids how to survive in all possible scenarios when everything in the world is against them.
Very nice. You're sort of instilling them with fear and suspicion. How would you deal with a tricky parent, do you think, Alex?
I don't know what you said about beforehand, but if it was a tricky parent, I'd be like, make sure they're your parent. 23andMe. Check is that, I think that checks DNA. I don't know. I think, get a DNA test to see their true paternal figure and not like a big snake or something, or perhaps maybe some sort of spooky ghost.
Okay. Very, very
If
nice.
this school is doing drugs testing, I think Alex is going to fail, but I just want to say that.
Are you saying you would test me for drugs?
100%.
So you have that power, potentially, as a CIA operative?
No, I think he just wants your piss.
That can be arranged. See me after the show.
Okay, so we've got some insider trading happening between the teachers. Thank you so much, Alex. Please head back to the waiting area while I make my decision. You'll be hearing from us in 2 to 3 working seconds. I've decided. Congratulations, Toussaint, you've got the job. Losers, unfortunately, were unable to offer you this job, but the quality of applications was great, and we hope you will play again in the future. Where do you see yourself in the next round, Toussaint?
Up top with you, boss.
I'll tell you where you'll be. You'll be getting a grilling, because it's time for the hard questions. How many interviews have you been to where you were asked vague questions? In this game, we'll show that those questions can still result in wildly different answers, as our players guess what secret job the other is interviewing for based on their answers. In this round, they will each be given a job that only they will know. For example, a fighter pilot. They'll also be given a list of words. For example, plane, takeoff, landing, jet. They cannot say those words. I will then ask each of them in turn interview questions. The other 2 players have to work out what the secret job is. If they guess right, they will get a point as well. Toussaint, join me at my desk. A good interview always starts with a strong handshake.
Can I say, what a strong handshake you have, boss?
Thank you so much for the compliment. Could you tell me a wee bit about your greatest achievement to date?
My greatest achievement, I was working an event. It was an event, they wanted a particular piece of creative artistry work. And in this case, they wanted it to be like a dolphin.
A dolphin?
Yeah, It was like a dolphin, but it was a fountain.
So did it have sort of, water spurting out?
It
of
was
the blowhole?
chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah,
okay, chocolate
it was
dolphin.
chocolate coming out of this dolphin fountain. And the material was perfect for it because of the temperature, the particular properties of this hard material and yet abundant material lends itself to the right temperature to keep the chocolate liquid. Really important. I think I've picked the wrong example with chocolate. That might throw people off here, but let's go with it anyway.
Well, thank you. That's really got my mind going. Thank you for coming in, Toussaint. I really enjoyed interviewing
thank you.
Please return to the circle.
Aye, aye, boss.
Erika and Alex, do you think Toussaint seems employable?
I'm so lost.
maybe like a role at like Willy Wonka's factory.
Willy Wonka's factory. Interesting. Okay, so that's Alex's guess. Erika, do you have a guess at the job? Did any of that make sense for you?
At times. My answer changed with each example you gave. But I think a ice sculpture guy.
Okay,
Interesting,
nice.
because you've both gone for quite very different things. You've gone for ice sculpture, which is a real job, and you've gone for something which is just fictional, Willy Wonka. So that's quite interesting.
He has a job though.
You did chat about chocolate for...
I did, yeah.
A long time.
I did,
But then you said don't think about the chocolate, which did throw me. But then I was like,
I think I just wanted some chocolate. I think that was the thing.
Just fixated. I mean, I'm very pleased to announce that, Erika, your guess was correct. Toussaint was an ice sculptor. He couldn't say the words water, ice, chill, cool, statue, sculptor, cold, or H2O. So that's a point to Toussaint and to Erika. Sorry about that, Alex. Erika, join me at my desk. Thanks for coming in today. Have you travelled far?
About 2 hours.
Oh,
But worth it.
very good. I like that enthusiasm. Well, tell me a bit about yourself.
I've been working in this particular field for quite some time. It's sometimes a bit salty.
Salty.
But not in like I'm a bitter way.
Okay.
The job itself is quite salty.
So, can you tell me a wee bit about your biggest strengths?
Holding my breath. Yeah, I can do it for hours, which is helpful. I'm also very good under pressure, quite literally.
I mean, I like to have an employee that does well under pressure. It's quite a specific field you're in. Can you tell me how you got into it?
I got into it because it actually makes a lot of money. It's a trade, something I got into because, to be honest with you, I'm really into mermaids.
Oh, mermaids, yeah. They are nice, pretty, friendly.
Yes, I thought, if I go into here, there's a good chance I might see them.
Yeah. Did you?
Not yet, but I'm still hoping.
Okay, hanging in there.
Just wondering, would the company provide its own propane for me?
We have a large field of cows that I can offer you if you're happy to siphon yourself.
Oh, from the methane. Okay.
Yeah. Can you make methane from propane? It's not really my field.
I'll adapt.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I've
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed this interview. You can go back to your seat. Alex and Toussaint, would you talk to Erika at an office Christmas party?
I would, and I'd be fascinated to figure out what you do. You might be Amelia Earhart at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, so we're going for a solid Bermuda Triangle-based guess here.
Because I went with the propane, so I'm like maybe like some sort of mechanical thing, but then also you're at the bottom layer of an ocean surface, of the ocean waters. So I feel like you're looking at me like I'm incorrect.
Toussaint, we've got mermaids in there as well.
So here's where I'm at with this process. I heard words like "hold my breath," and I thought, that's impressive. I can't do that. I kind of just go.
I've seen you breathing all day.
Yeah,
Not once have you held your
I'm a
breath.
breather. Shoot me, boss. Okay. And I heard mermaid, which it was slightly odd.
I'm going to need to press you two for an answer. Alex, I respect that you're going for being hired as specific cultural figures. Do we have any final guesses here?
I think you have a job which involves working with sea life. And I think you may be slightly inappropriate with that sea life.
Would there be a specific job title with that?
Yeah, freaky, weird. Fish lover.
Freaky, weird fish lover. Thank you for that
just not
guess.
right. Just not right, boss. Shouldn't be getting the job. Not sure why they're here. Don't know how they got through the vetting process.
Listen.
And not
all
DBS
wrong.
chat.
All wrong for you, boss. That's what I'm saying. That's
So,
what I'm saying.
I'm
Love
glad
is
you're coming
love.
here with
I
morals.
will talk to HR if I hear any more about this.
Okay.
I've logged all of this. I've logged all of it. Alex, do you have a formal job title, or are we just sticking with Amelia Earhart?
Part of me is like that, but I'm also like, maybe the mermaid thing is completely irrelevant. Maybe you're just a diver. Are you just a diver? Because that would be...
It's
propane.
an element.
An element of it is dive.
You don't use propane to dive.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're not breathing in propane. You die. I think you have no survival skills.
I've never been in the ocean. I don't fully understand what goes on down there.
Yeah.
I don't want to know, I think.
Okay.
But maybe some sort of... I don't know where you'd use propane underwater. Like a submarine... Like a sailor? Like a modern-day sailor. Like a sailor who's also an inventor. And that's my final answer.
An innovative sailor.
Yeah.
I'm afraid those were both incorrect. No points for anyone. I hope you don't want a reference from me. Erika was an ocean welder. She couldn't say pipe, ocean, deep, sea, underwater, weld, join, or metal. Ocean welders are one of the most dangerous jobs in the world and the highest paid type of welder. Alex and Toussaint, can you see the logic in that now?
No, not at all. Wait, what's the mermaids bit?
Bro, I was just being funny. I can't say that I'm in the ocean. I can't say sea. It's a crime to bring up a mermaid? Like, grilling me for that? That's crazy.
Alex, it's finally your turn. Thanks for coming in today. Did you have a nice weekend?
I did. I went to a water park, you know.
So, Alex, what do you normally do in your free time when you're not at a water park?
I think I like to think about, I'd say the end of days generally. I think, you know, life is a precious thing, and I like to almost, I'd say, like, fantasize in myself being like an arbiter of that, if you will.
Oh, so you're kind of in control. I see. What would you say is your biggest weakness?
I can be quite controversial, I'd say. Okay, listen, in my eyes, I get the job done. I do what people don't want to do, but someone has to do it. But I'm aware certain folks maybe are not a fan of my work. Maybe a lot of maybe quite liberal people, the woke agenda, as it might be.
Have you got any questions for me?
I'd say I wouldn't want to be like a public-facing figure. Probably, if I could maintain some sort of level of anonymity, like I could be out in public, but I would want some sort of like potentially full sort of face covering, if possible. Perhaps like some sort of like a hood would be nice. And if there could be some sort of spooky music that plays whenever I'm about to do an action.
Spooky music, okay.
Like do 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 do.
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
Heard a few dubstep remixes of that. I've really enjoyed. Well,
Yeah,
Alex, thank you so much for coming in. I really enjoyed our interview.
Thank you.
You can return to your seat.
Thank you, I will. Good. I got the job.
Erika, any guesses?
Yeah. When you kept talking about controversial, I thought the job was being Alex Jones. But I think you might be an executioner.
That's okay.
Okay, Toussaint, any advance on that?
I think that's a really good guess. I feel like I'm in the same territory, but I've just come at it from a different angle, boss. So I was thinking that dude who's in the Phantom of the Opera.
The masky one?
Yeah, the mask. And I was thinking maybe it's that, because that is quite terrifying. Right?
The fan, he's quite disingenuous, isn't he, with his wee mask? And
Yeah. What's his? Just like get out, mate.
yeah.
Also,
Like get out a little bit. I don't know what's he doing in the basement all the time. It's just get out.
It's just a man doing an opera. I
Yeah.
don't know, Matt. Is this your final guess?
Yeah, I'm locking that in.
Nice.
I feel quite good about that.
Unfortunately, Toussaint, I have to reveal that Erika was right. Alex was an executioner. She couldn't say death, dead, execute, lethal, capital punishment, kill, or criminal. A very tricky job, but you succeeded. So a point to Alex and to Erika. Well done. Please join me in the meeting room for our final round. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. In the boardroom. Welcome to the boardroom. This is where we'll be playing our final game of the show. In this round, the players will be presenting a slideshow, but they won't know what the slides are. Okay, Erika, you're first. You'll be presenting a travel guide to the 9 layers of hell.
Thank you for coming to my presentation. I'm going to take you through what we have to offer at booking.com for our hell experience. If you can just take me through to the next slide. Some of the highlights of the tour, we have the Ring of Violence. It's awesome. Kids enter for free there. Then we have the Treacherous Trench, also known as your mom's, yup, okay. And then we got Glutonia. I assume serves a lot of food, so it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Next, please. All right. Oh, how'd my pictures of Blackpool get in here? Cool. If you want to bring your own meat, we do have a barbecue happening at all times. Tours and transport. How do you get there? You actually have to do a detour to come to hell, so you actually have to go to Epstein's Island, and then we take you straight there. So you get to see the sights there as well, and it's just a direct, you just get teleported like that, so it's quite convenient. Next. If you have any questions, I'd be very happy to answer them. Thank you.
I was really struck by your offer in Glutonia of an all-you-can-eat buffet, and I thought the meat options looked great, the barbecue was fantastic. My partner, she's middle class, so she's actually a vegan, and I was just wondering, do you have any kind of non-meat options at the all-you-can-eat fire buffet?
We actually don't do any substitutions, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to eat.
I guess that's part of the hellish experience, that
is,
vegans
yeah,
have to eat meat.
We don't accommodate.
Totally, I understand that. That sounds great, to be honest.
It's like a whole hell confusion thing about Satan and Satan as well. I want to steer clear of that. Why do you think we should go there? I mean, what's the main pull?
People don't like to brag about having a good time. They don't like telling, oh, we had a lovely time. No, they like saying, oh, this sucked, because it's a more interesting story. We can provide that. We can give you that conversation starter.
Yeah, makes for a good podcast.
Exactly.
Maybe it's a nice gift to people. Okay, Erika, well, that was certainly something. Let's see how your colleagues do. Let's give Erika a wee clap. Alex, you're next. Please take your position. You'll be pitching your new product called You Scream.
I scream for you scream, and we all scream for you scream. Next slide. Next slide. What is You Scream? The You Scream app allows you to directly scream into your phone and send that to figures of your choice, whether they be enemies, friends become enemies, or even important political figures. Next slide. Why use You Scream? We think that currently screaming has been dominated by men. Look how horrible men can be. Screaming at woman and tiny man. No more. Next slide. Who's gonna stop us? Those clowns in the military? I got one thing to say to them. We found no WMDs in Iraq. So they don't know nothing. Next slide. Any questions?
I think there will definitely be some questions, Alex.
I think I've covered everything.
No, I think it was very, very, very thorough, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Any questions from either of you?
So it's an app that sends screams, is that correct?
Yes.
How's it any different than a voice note?
I don't think. Well, can you send a scream in a voice note?
Yeah.
There's no room for conspiracy theories in this presentation. We're strictly fact-based.
So is it safe to say there won't be a military discount for the app?
No, but if you turn in your military hat and badge and tank, then you will get, it will be 5% cheaper.
Just to clarify,
Yes.
Do you think that military soldiers wear badges like police officers have badges? Just to clarify.
How else would you know which army they belong to?
The uniform.
Anyone can wear a uniform. They all just wear camouflage. We're all wearing camouflage. We gotta tell people apart and know who's on the red team and the blue team when they fight.
What is clothing but human camouflage, really? And that brings me to my final question, which is, what was your slogan again, Alex?
It was, I scream for you scream. We all scream for you scream.
Alex, good job.
I didn't think I'd remember that.
No, it was very, very impressive.
Very good for me.
Good job. I
you.
find myself internally screaming a lot, especially when I watch the three of you playing my games. Toussaint, you're last, and it's time for us to hear your presentation. Thank you so much, Alex. Toussaint, you'll be giving a health and safety in the workplace presentation.
Look at these. This is why we need safety. And this skull and bones, this is why we need health. So do, please, if anything you take from this, do work until you literally collapse at your desk. That is super important. You just make sure that you are working yourself to the bone. That is what your health is for. Your health is there to deteriorate at work. That's really what you should be doing. Don't pay attention to the rules, okay? Work directive regulations, 48 hours max in a week. No. Okay. We love data. This one here, the first one, very simple data here. It's 9 out of 10 white people look like this after 10 minutes in the sun. It's terrible. It's not ideal. 20,000 in our company looking like this. Oh, do I have a tan? No, you're burnt. Yeah? Get back to work, Chris. Okay? 12 in every 20. Come on, guys. Yeah? What are we talking about here? 12 in every 20. That's just not acceptable, all right? We don't want 12, okay? No 12s. And 324. That is probably what you will be starting on. And I'll be honest, also ending on. And that's a week, not an hour.
All right,
yeah,
per
that's
week.
a week.
Right.
Yeah. And 6 billion, that's how much we make a week. Next slide. High risk, look out for these. These are really important. The one on the left here, yeah, you're just a puppet, okay? You're a meat puppet. That's all you are for the boss to play with. See the boss over there? Yeah, the boss is gonna just play with you. This one is when it all gets a little bit too much, yeah? And you need to just go to a different place. And we call that virtual reality, yeah? But you know what's in virtual reality? More work. And the last one, we love this. Oh, God, this makes me so hard. We love this one, yeah? Debt. Oh my God, people getting into debt. The more debt, the better. My God. What is it? It's not even real. We love it. We love it so much. Next slide, please. Any questions?
I wasn't paying attention for all of that presentation, so I drew this picture of a rabbit. What are your thoughts on this?
Okay. Feel like you're not going to make it at this company. That's my thoughts.
Do you want to keep it? I'll keep it.
Well, Toussaint, great job. Thank you so much. Please take a wee seat. Well done. Well done. Clap there. Very impressed by that. And that brings us to the end of round 3. Come back into my office and we'll take a look at your performances today. Okay, we're coming to the end of our show. It's time to thank our employees and offer some valuable feedback on your performances today. Erika, a lot of confidence and whimsy, which is so needed in the corporate world to distract us from the hellish reality. Toussaint, I loved your subservience today. It made me feel like a very special boss. However, no one likes a suck-up, and that's that. And finally, Alex, I liked your creativity today. and will frame the picture of the rabbit for my wall. I have it here. However, due to a release of myxomatosis into the office, I fear it will become an upsetting reminder of what was. No. And finally, it's time for my feedback. I'm great. I'm excellent at communication, incredibly handsome, immensely powerful, and completely irreplaceable. So with all that in mind, the employee of the week is me.
What?
Obviously. I spent so much time coming up with these ideas that it's completely unfair to give you any credit. So I'll just put this on my desk. Oh, it's so nice. There we are. Okay, subordinates, I hope none of you want a reference from me because you've completely failed to meet my expectations. You're all fired. I never want to see any of you again in my life. Goodbye. Now it's time for the crew's feedback. They were awful. That one had bad breath. They smelled. They didn't do a single thing right today. I wanted to snap throughout this filming process, and they wouldn't let me. I found that one disingenuous. I would never employ that one. I hate that one. Do you think you should be employed here? You shouldn't. You should be fired. You should all be fired immediately. I'm done with all of yous. You'll never work on this show again.